are certain young people that going to be very difficult for them to be able to attain a certain level of financial stability. Do you know why? The problem is not going to be because of the economy of the country, because inside this bad economy, there are certain people that are also prospering due to the economic situation of the country. The reason is because many people are carrying a responsibility that are bigger than them, a responsibility that they have no idea of. They were not in a part of the decision making, and it was not necessarily their business. So they have a business that they are doing currently, but because every resources that comes in is being used to cater for a responsibility that is bigger than them, it becomes almost impossible for them to be able to grow and scale that business. I had a story of a young man who went missing for 5 years, but in actuality, what that young man did was he was able to move away from his family so that he can be able to have time to build. That was almost similar to what Joseph did. Do you think Joseph would have been able to attain certain level of financial stability if he had moved to Egypt on his own accord and he has carried his own family there? Everybody would have perished. But in the wisdom of God, Joseph had to be sold as a slave so that by the time he went to Egypt, he will go there alone. Nobody know how long it took him to become a prime minister. But in that experience, he was able to build financial stability because there was no necessarily responsibility attached to his life that was not his own responsibility. And that way it's easier for him to be able to stand and to be able to build. If you listen to certain stories of people of old, you will discover that a young man wakes up from the village, takes his bag and moves to the city. The family may never hear of him until after 7 years. He comes back being a multi-millionaire, and at that level, he can be able to now assist his family. You are carrying so much responsibility at this age, and I can guarantee you that it's going to be very difficult to attain certain financial stability unless by the help of God.